Here's a stat that should scare every small business owner in America. Industry data from the National Archives shows that 94% of companies that suffer a catastrophic data loss never fully recover, 43% close immediately, and another 51% shut down within 2 years. Not because they made a bad product. Not because customers left. Because they lost their files, their invoices, their client records, and never got them back. Now here's the flip side. A one-person data backup and disaster recovery service, run from a laptop, with almost no inventory and no storefront, can realistically bring in between $1,500 and $7,000 a month within the first year, and that's before you scale with staff. No fluff. No, get rich in 30 days. Just a real, boring, needed service that most small businesses in America are currently ignoring. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it costs to start, how much you can realistically make, and whether this business is worth your time or a waste of it. This business is for people who are patient, technically comfortable, or willing to get comfortable, and okay with slow, steady client growth instead of viral overnight success. It's a great fit for IT-savvy side hustlers, freelancers who already do computer repair or web support, and anyone who wants a low-cost, low-inventory service business. This is not for you if you want fast money, hate technical troubleshooting, or aren't willing to build trust with business owners one conversation at a time. This is relationship-based, not ad-based. So what exactly is this business? In simple terms, you help small businesses, dentists, law offices, retail shops, restaurants, contractors, make sure their data doesn't disappear. That means setting up automated backups of their files, customer records, accounting data, and emails, usually to the cloud, sometimes to a local device too. You make money in 2 ways, a one-time setup fee when you configure everything, and a recurring monthly fee to monitor, maintain, and guarantee the backups are actually working. That second part, recurring revenue, is what makes this business attractive. You're not chasing a new sale every month. You're maintaining relationships. Let's talk demand, because this is where most people underestimate this business. Research from ArcServe found that 76% of organizations have experienced severe data loss, with 45% facing data that was gone permanently. And here's the part that should really get your attention. Data from the National Cybersecurity Alliance shows that 60% of small businesses that suffer significant data loss are forced to close within 6 months, and 72% fail within 2 years. Meanwhile, industry surveys suggest only around half of organizations even have a documented disaster recovery plan. That gap, high risk, low preparation, is your opportunity. On top of that, the U.S. managed IT services market is projected to be worth well over $70 billion in 2026 alone, according to industry research firms, growing at roughly 10 to 11% a year. Small and medium businesses are actually the fastest growing segment of that market, because cloud backup has become affordable enough for them to finally justify outsourcing it instead of ignoring it. Now let's get into numbers. Here's the minimum investment to start this business properly. On-screen graphic. Show cost breakdown table. Category low-end high-end equipment, laptop, external SSD, basic NAS device, $600 $1, 200 licenses/legal, LLC formation, basic liability insurance, $300 600 inventory/spare parts, backup drives, cables, $100 250 space/rent $0, home-based, $0 website/CRM setup $500 $1, 500 marketing, launch ads, business cards, local outreach, $300 600 miscellaneous, domain, email, software trials, $150 300 total minimum investment $1, $950 $450. That's a realistic range, not the $200 start today nonsense you see online, and not a $50,000 franchise either. So where does that money actually go? The equipment budget covers a solid laptop and an external backup drive or small network storage device you'll use for testing and local backup demos. Licenses and legal cover forming an LLC, which protects your personal assets if a client's data is ever compromised, plus basic liability insurance, which most small business clients will actually ask you for before signing a contract. Inventory here is minimal since this is a service, not a product business, mostly spare drives and cables for on-site work. Space is free because this is genuinely a laptop and car business in the early stage. Website and CRM is where a lot of first-time owners either overspend or underspend. More on that in a moment. Marketing covers your first month of visibility. And miscellaneous covers the small recurring software and domain costs that always sneak up on people. Monthly operating costs typically run between $500 and $1,000. That includes cloud storage subscriptions that scale with how many clients you have, backup software licensing, ongoing marketing, fuel or travel for on-site visits, and your business insurance renewal spread monthly. Now, income potential, broken into 3 honest tiers. On the conservative end, with 3 to 5 small clients paying an average of $300 to $500 a month, you're looking at $1,500 to $2,500 monthly. On the realistic end, which is where most operators land by month 8 to 12, 10 to 15 clients gets you to $4,000 to $7,000 a month. On the optimistic end, once you hire help or automate onboarding, 25 or more clients can put you at $10,000 to $15,000 a month. Profit margins in this business typically run 40 to 60%, since your biggest ongoing cost is cloud storage, not labor, once systems are set. Break-even is usually fast for a service business like this. Most operators recover their full initial investment within 2 to 4 months, assuming they land just 4 to 6 paying clients in that window. Now, the biggest mistakes people make. First, underpricing, charging $50 a month because you're scared to ask for more, then burning out trying to serve 30 clients to make real money. Second, skipping the legal setup, operating without an LLC or insurance and getting personally exposed if something goes wrong. Third, treating this as set it and forget it. Clients pay you to monitor and test backups, not just install them once and disappear. And fourth, ignoring local relationship building in favor of only running ads, when most first clients in this industry come from referrals and direct outreach, not cold traffic. Where are the gaps in this market? Most competitors focus on larger businesses with 50-plus employees. That leaves solo practices, small clinics, local retail chains, and small law offices underserved. They need this just as badly but get ignored because they're too small for bigger IT firms. Your differentiation is simplicity. Flat monthly pricing, plain English reporting, and being the person who actually answers the phone. Here's how to start, step by step. 1. Form your LLC and get basic liability insurance. 2. Pick 1 or 2 backup platforms to specialize in rather than trying to support everything. 3. Build a simple website that explains your service in plain language, not jargon. 4. Create a one-page service agreement and pricing sheet. 5. Reach out directly to 20 local small businesses, in person or by phone, not just email. 6. Offer your first 3 clients a discounted setup in exchange for a testimonial. 7. Once you have 5 paying clients, raise your rates for new sign-ups. On tools, you genuinely do need a professional website and a simple CRM to track clients, contracts, and renewal dates, because in this business, missed renewals mean lost trust. Trying to manage this in spreadsheets works for your first 3 clients and completely falls apart after that. This is exactly the kind of setup Softangles handles: website, CRM, and basic automation built specifically around service businesses like this one. If you want this done properly instead of guessing, you can book a free consultation and get a real cost estimate. The link is in the description. For marketing, online, focus on local search visibility and a simple Google business profile, plus LinkedIn outreach to local business owners. Offline, this is a business where showing up matters: local chamber of commerce meetings, direct visits, and partnerships with local accountants or IT repair shops who can refer you. On a low budget, referrals and direct outreach beat paid ads every time in the first 6 months. To scale, you eventually shift toward retainer contracts with local business associations and referral partnerships with accountants and insurance agents who already deal with business owners worried about risk. The real challenges here are trust and consistency. Business owners are handing you access to sensitive data, so credibility takes time to build. There's also real competition from larger national providers, and you'll need to keep learning as backup technology changes. Do this: get certified in at least one major backup platform, put everything in writing, and test your backups regularly instead of assuming they work. Don't do this. Don't skip contracts, don't underprice to win clients, and don't promise recovery times you haven't actually tested. So, is it worth starting? If you're patient, comfortable with basic tech, and willing to build trust one client at a time, yes, this is a realistic, low-overhead business with genuine recurring revenue. If you're expecting fast money or hate direct sales conversations, this isn't for you. Skip it. If this kind of practical, numbers-first business breakdown is useful to you, subscribe. We do this every week. And if you're serious about starting this and need the website, CRM, or automation set up properly instead of piecing it together yourself, book a free consultation with Softangles using the link in the description below.